Today's Sinister Sunday is the Whaley's House Museum in San Diego. While the story of the Whaley's house origins may seem simple and innocent as any family history, the truth is many believe this home was destined to be haunted before it was even built. The property was the site of one of the town's most famous public executions. That was the hanging of the infamous thief Yankee Jim Robinson's. Because before this house was built, the properties were the gallows. Thomas was not daunted by this fact, and he still purchased the property in 1855. He built the house out of brick. It was the first brick building in California. It was a beautiful example of Greek architecture. Thomas, his wife Anna, and their 3 children moved into the house in 1857 and within a few months opened a general store inside the residence. It wasn't long after the family moved in that their young son Thomas, who was only 18 months old at the time, died of scarlet fever in the house. Then, just a few months later, after little Thomas passed away, a fire raged within the home, destroying the general store. Soon after, Thomas decided to move his family to San Francisco. But several years later, in 1868, they moved back. This family now included Thomas, his wife, and their 5 children. Once the family returned, the activity of the house was bustling again. It became the headquarters for the county courthouse, San Diego's first theater, a general store, and more. But once locals started to move out of Newtown, leaving it abandoned, it was quite eerily quiet. Despite this, Thomas wasn't ready to give up and continued to live in the home. In 1871, Thomas was away on a business trip, and a group of armed men held Anna, his wife, at gunpoint and seized courthouse records from the home. Many say this was the turning point for the family and the home. Several years later, 2 of Thomas's daughters got married inside the home. Violet, the youngest of the 2, married George, and although she gave it her best effort, the marriage was unbearable, leaving Violet divorced and full of despair. She was so distraught with despair that she decided she couldn't live with the shame anymore and shot herself in the chest on August 18, 1885. Over the years, many descendants of Thomas and Anna lived in the house and died in the house, including Thomas, Anna, their children Lillian, Thomas, Violet, and Francis. During its restoration period, which took place several different times throughout the home's history, workers and visitors began to notice strange and mysterious sounds, sightings, lights, aromas, and encounters. The first and most well-known ghost that lingered within the house on the grounds was that of, yes, you guessed it, Yankee Jim Robinson, as he had died right on the spot where they built the home. The infamous criminal made eerie noises, loud footsteps, left disembodied footprints, continually scaring the family members throughout their lifetimes. Baby Thomas, who'd been the first in the family to pass away, had always stayed close by. As reported by many who visited the home, they could hear tiny footsteps, the sound of him crying, even giggling, when no one was in sight. Others reported seeing a young woman lingering on the 2nd floor of the house, believed to be poor Violet, still consumed with sorrow. She seemed to stay close to the 2nd floor, where she spent much of her time after her divorce before she committed suicide. It is said that the area within the home becomes quite cold, and her presence is felt throughout. Thomas, Anna, and several other spirits have also been felt within the home, on the stairwells, and on the property. Many have seen Thomas dressed in his frock coat and top hat, standing at the top of the stairs. Others say they could smell the aroma of French perfume, Anna's signature scent. Mist, lights turning on and off by themselves, crystals in the music room's lamp swinging without any prompt, all signs that the house still belonged to the many who used to call it home over the years. The hauntings continue to this day. Although no one has lived in the house since 1953, the spirits of the dead are still there waiting for visitors. Workers on site and guests have toured the house, tell accounts of many unusual spooky encounters. Some say they've seen a figure looking out the upstairs window long after the house has closed for the day. Others have seen curtains moving even though all the windows in the home have been sealed shut. The sounds of children running up and down the stairs can be heard without anyone being seen. Footsteps, cold spots, the appearance and disappearance of shadows have all been seen, felt, and heard by guests. Are these stories true? I don't know. I'm going to let you guys decide, and we're going to see what other stories we could find. So, I read some Google reviews on the place, and I don't know exactly what non-paranormal people think, but they're like, nothing happened to me. It's claimed that it's haunted. I didn't get any haunted vibes. Well, they say it's haunted, but I didn't get any pictures of ghosts. I don't know, guys. So I decided to do something different on this Sinister Sunday. I'm going to get out my spirit box and we're going to ask the spirits if it's haunted. Hello, spirits. Can you tell me if this house that I was just talking about is haunted? Can we talk to someone from this house? Can you say your name? Can you tell me how one of the people died in that house? Thank you, spirits, for talking with me. I appreciate your help with this investigation. And we'll talk to you later. Okay. Well, guys, that's it for this investigation. I hope you enjoyed this Sinister Sunday. Let me know if you guys like the spirit box thing at the end. We could do that. That might be fun. And let me know what you think of these pictures. If you've visited this place before, let me know down in the comments. And we'll see you on the next adventure.